Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Trace Station. It is so good to be here. So today I am my cat Othello. I have been so many cats. I'm a little late because I'm sick and my eyes keep watering. So I had a little makeup malfunction twice in a row, 2 weeks in a row. One because it's too hot, now because my eyes keep watering. Anyway, hello all and welcome. Make sure you drop a hi so I know who's here so I can give you a shout out. Yeah, so today we're doing a very cool book and it's Mrs. Mctats and her house full of cats. This is a great story. So like I said, I modeled my face paint after my cat Othello, and I even have my little patch. See my little patch? My cat Othello has his patch and I always kiss it. Hi Lorenzo. So yeah, I'm not feeling the best, but I'm still here. Oh, hi Polly. Thank you, Annette. Nice to see you guys. So again, this is Mrs. Mctats and her house full of cats. It's a great book, and it's by Alyssa Satin Capicilli, and it's illustrated by Joan Rankin. And I got this at the Pollard Memorial Library. Guys, hit the library. They're so great. There's so many stories. Oh my goodness. And if there's a story that you want to hear me read to you, please don't be shy to drop a line and let me know, and I will be happy to try to get that so I can read it to you. I also have a little surprise for you today, but I'll bring that on later. Anyway, so here we go. I'm going to start reading this story. Mrs. Mctats and her house full of cats. Great. Okay. Mrs. Mctats and her house full of cats. It says, for a sweet dear named Liza, to Tony who never turned any cats away. Oh, that's great. Okay. In a small cozy cottage lived Mrs. Mctats. She lived all alone except for one cat. Maybe I should show you the picture separately. And there's her little town. Okay. Every morning she left as the clock struck 8. To market, I mustn't be late. She browsed through the market and chose a plump fish for Abner and me. What a sumptuous dish. Isn't that nice? Going to the market for her kitty. Isn't that great? But when she got home, there came a scratch at the door, and in walked 2 cats. Was there room for 2 more? Oh, come on. I have 3 cats. I want you to pay attention at how cute the cats are. Aren't they great? Ah! Love cats. Come in, my sweet dears, said Mrs. Mctats. I'm sure I've got room for just 2 more cats. I'll call you Basil, and Curly you'll be. Basil and Curly. Look at Curly. I only had 1 cat, but now I have 3. Oh, that was like me. I swear I said the same thing. That very next morning, Mrs. Mctats woke early. She stopped to pet Abner and Basil and Curly. Oh, to market, I mustn't be late. This chicken, I think, will surely taste great. But when she got home, there came a scratch on the door, and in walked 3 cats. Was there room for 3 more? So here's the first one when she's leaving to go to the market. Whoops, sorry. And here's the second one. Come in, my sweet dears, said Mrs. Mctats. I think I've got room for just 3 more cats. Now give me a moment. What shall your names be? You're Dolly, you're Ernest, and Fuzzy makes 3. Look at Dolly, Ernest, and Fuzzy. Aren't they cute? Holy macanoli. I'm thinking they will soon be more cats. Well, I think you are correct, Annette. The very next morning, off went Mrs. Mctats. What can I buy for my 6 hungry cats? I've got it, she said. I'll make a nice stew. So she carried home beef and liver to brew. But back at home, there came a scratch on the door, and in walked 4 cats. Was there room for 4 more? Holy moly. These are at the market. And there are the 4 other cats. Excuse the face paint on my finger. Come in, my sweet dear, said Mrs. Mctats. I know there's a place for just 4 more cats. 10's a fine number. 10 cats and me. I'll call you Goldie, and Herman you'll be. Izzy and Jezebel pranced across the floor. Look at this. Look at how cute the cats are. Oh. And then right behind them, guess what? Followed 5 more. Ugh. 5 more, guys. Oh, wait, sorry. Millie, Noreen, Coco and Linus, Millie, Noreen, and you shall be Oscar. There, that makes 15. Oh my God. Isn't that so funny? You see it good? Look at all the cool cats. How cool. The very next day, off went Mrs. Mctats. What could I possibly feed 15 cats? She chose a fresh tuna. She chose a fine trout. But when she got home, her cats were all out. Guys, these books are great for like beginning readers because they rhyme. Just I find that it's easier for kids. So if you're ever looking, always look for rhyming. It's very good. She counted her cats from 1 to 15, but somehow 6 more cats had just joined the scene. Come, come, my sweet dears, said Mrs. Mctats. I'm sure I have plenty for 21 cats. Oh, my God. Pip, Quip, and Rosebud, Sally and Tozy, Ursula, dear, do make yourself cozy. Oh, Ursula. Look at all the cool cats. Aren't they cute? Look at this guy. I mean, this guy. Oh, my God. Joan Rankin. Good job. I love a good cat. But then came another scratch on the door. Could it be more cats? How many more? In came Violet. In came Winnie. And just behind the kitten, she named Zinny. In came Yodel, the last of the bunch. 25 cats and ready for lunch. Well, clearly she's going to be busy. See all the cool cats. But something was missing. What could it be? Just what it was, Mrs. Mctats could not see. As she stood there puzzling, there was a scratch on the door, and Mrs. Mctats wondered, could there really be more? Could she squeeze in more cats, more than 25? Who was the one who was next to arrive? Come in, my sweet dear, said Mrs. Mctats. I live in this cottage with 25 cats. But if you don't mind, you're welcome to stay. You're welcome to eat, and you're welcome to play. Aw, Mrs. Mctats. She should have an award. What's at the door? Look what's at the door. Oh, you can't see what's at the door, sorry. Now in this small cottage lived Mrs. Mctats, all happy and cozy with her 25 cats. and one little puppy who's known as Zoom in a small, cozy cottage with plenty of room. Ah, isn't that gorge? Look at the puppy, Zoom. Look at all those cats. Good times. And just when the clock strikes each morning at 8, Mrs. Mctats hurries off. I mustn't be late. To market. What treats will there be for 26 sweet dears from A to Z? Isn't that awesome? What do you guys think? You like this book? I loved this story. I loved it because she took in cats, and I love people that take in cats. Shout out to my friend Ellen. She does that. She's a rescuer, which is fantastic. And there are so many cats that need homes, little babies. All right, so I decided I would do my rap view first. So, hello, my friends. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Trace Station. It's an imaginary place. Come and have a look. In every single corner, there's an awesome book. I'll read you my stories while dressed up weird. I may look like a princess. I may have a beard. I may be a doggy, maybe an ox, maybe a bunny, sometimes a fox. Whatever the look, I'll be sure to thrive as I try to make your reading adventure come alive. My goal is to make you want to read more. Maybe find a book that you really adore. So don't be shy. Come on in, because everybody's welcome at the Trace Station. All right, let me see who's here. All right, so I said hello to Lorenzo and Paul and Annette. Molly, hello. Walker, hi. Janita, hello, my sweet. So I loved this story. Now for my big reveal. Are you guys ready? I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready for this journey. All right, so I have a new little friend. And I want to introduce you. He's kind of shy. You know, it's tough when you're meeting new people, so I'll see. But, you know, let's see what he wants to do. Okay, got a second. Come here. This is my friend Jinx. Isn't that such a weird name? Well, sorry, but it kind of is. Jinx, do you want to say hi to everybody? Is that a no? Oh, I think Jinx is a little shy, but, you know, it's scary when you meet new people. So, okay, it's okay. But maybe next week I'll get him to say a couple of words. Do you think that you could do that next week? Okay, so maybe. We'll see. Can you at least smile at the people? Well, that's nice of you to give him a nice smile. Your smile's beautiful. That's a beautiful smile. So maybe next week, okay? All right. So then maybe he can talk next week. But this is Jinx. Isn't he so cute? He's beautiful. Don't be shy. You are beautiful. Anyway, so how exciting. I know. All right, so you can go back into your little room. And that's it, guys. So that's all I have for you. That's all I have for the Trace Station. Thank you guys so much for coming out and logging on and listening to my story. I hope you guys liked it. I love this story. It was a little bit shorter than I thought. So my apologies. I try to hit 20 minutes, but what are you going to do? Did I say hi to Walker? I don't remember. Hi, Walker, in case I didn't say hi to you. Say hi to your cousin, James. And that's it. And I wanted to give Deshaun a shout out as well. His tooth came out, guys, finally. And his other tooth is loose. How exciting. He's going to have no front teeth. He doesn't like that I'm very excited about that, but I really am. Anyway, let's see if anyone else came on. So again, thank you guys all so much for coming. See, Annette, I know it's tough when you meet new people, you get shy, but Jinx isn't going to be shy forever. He'll come out and he'll make his way. I knew he'd be shy today. He's been shy all day, but we'll see what happens next week. And that's it, my friends. So that's all I have. Thank you, Janita. And thank you guys so much for coming to the Trace Station. and, being loyal and coming every week. I so appreciate it. And I will see you next week. I'm not sure what I'm reading. There's this great book, and it is the story of Winnie the Pooh. But it's kind of a slow read. It's more like a bedtime story, like a two-nighter. It's kind of long, so I don't know. Let me look at it again. Otherwise, I'll post midweek what I'm going to read. And again, if you have any suggestions, anything that you want to hear, please don't be shy to reach out. Let me know, and I will do my best to get that. All right, my friends, don't forget to like and share. Tell your friends. I had 320 followers at the train station, and now I have 362. Holy moly. So I'm inviting people on my friends list. If you can share it and tell your friends and get them to follow too, that would be great. And that's it, my friends. So you take care. Have a good night. I'll see you next Wednesday on the train station. Have a good night, and I will talk to you later. Bye.